Neptown Tuner here. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button right now because I'm bringing you all kinds of secrets, giving you all kinds of mechanical knowledge and experience. So right now I'm going to remove this oil pan, and this could be the same thing with transmission pans, any kind of pan that you're removing. So first off, I've already explained this. Well, they give you little access spots. Like for instance, there's a little access spot right here, but it's not very good. What I like to do is I come right back here to this. In my opinion, this is the strongest part of the pan because we have a nice curve right here, and that's gonna keep this really rigid. And for the longest time, I've just used a flathead screwdriver. And I just stick the flathead screwdriver in there, and then I follow it up with a hammer and just give it tap, 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 tap. Well, that's not the best way to do things because you can mess up your screwdriver. That's not the intended tool. So what could you do? You could grab an actual chisel. This chisel here is kind of bulky, but you get my idea. You could get a small chisel and go at it. But that's really not my favorite because it's not very ergonomical. I don't like the way it feels in my hand. I'm not used to using it very much. You know, you could get fancy with it. You could use a chisel holder like this. And you could go in like that, and then you could tap it with a hammer like so. You know, I don't think there's a single day in my life that I've actually used this chisel holder though. It's a nice tool, but I've never used it. My favorite way to get pans off now is I found myself an actual screwdriver chisel. I thought, you know what, someone's gotta make a hammer type chisel screwdriver that resembles a flathead, one of my favorite things to use, but it actually has an area where you can hit on it on the back side there. You see this packaging? This is a Japanese tool. I love Japanese stuff. They make some very nice things. So if you'll notice, it's way more appropriate than using just a flathead screwdriver. You can keep your flathead screwdriver for your flathead screws. And by the way, those things are made by the devil anyway, because whenever you're like pushing and stuff like that, you can slip off and cut yourself, and flathead screwdrivers are one of the most dangerous tools. But that's a side subject. So now I'm going to show you the appropriate tool. We're going to get in here like this, kind of get underneath it just a little bit like this, so that if we were to go flat, that would work as well. But I kind of want to pry it upward. So I'm going to get under it like this, and let's pull this back a little bit so you can get the whole view. And then I'm just going to simply look at how nice that is. Japanese annex chisel screwdriver. That's how you get your pans off. I just want to give you a demonstration on what my Q5 sounds like. I've got a high flow pipe right after the turbo, and of course this is a Q5, so it's got dual exhaust. That's what it sounds like inside the car. Right after that, there's a resonator, and I replaced that with a CTS straight open pipe, 3 inches. And then right after that, it goes down to 2.5 inches for a short while. And then it goes into a different can and splits off into a Y into the dual mufflers. So I just wanted to let you listen to what it sounds like. I didn't really get any increase in noise until I replaced that CTS pipe. This is what it sounds like when I rev.